scenes there. I wasn't there, but it seems as though everyone else was. It was 1974, the Bay City Rollers' first Australian tour.
Well, at the time, they were one of the biggest bands in the world. They sold an amazing 300 million records, and everywhere they went, they left a trail of hysterical, hyperventilating fans draped in tartan scarves.
So what was Rollermania really like? Please welcome our mystery guest, the lead singer of the Bay City Rollers, Les McKeown.
Still popular.
Should come back and do a tour.
Absolutely. But when you first toured, those scenes were amazing, and you were transported around in an armoured car.
That was the oven, we used to call it. It was so hot in there. It was terrible, terribly hot.
Was it just obviously...
All the security men got to drive in the luxury limos with the air conditioning.
Oh, they put you in the trunk.
And they stuck us in the oven.
Now, you had such a squeaky clean image. We were all told you only ever drank milk.
We did.
Really? Were you that squeaky clean?
Absolutely. Actually, it's true, we were pretty squeaky clean in those days.
Because you were 18 at the time when you were touring.
Yeah.
What was that like, to be so young?
It was great. It was really great. Being 18 and travelling the world, and having all these lovely girls to look at. It was fantastic. All over the world we went non-stop, 3 or 4 times.
During the 70s, Bay City Rollers, an absolute phenomenon. Have you ever sat back now and thought, how do we ever get like that?
Yeah, what a hassle. Travelling first class, making music, meeting girls.
What did it, though? What do you reckon was the attraction of the Bay City Rollers?
It was obviously my fantastic good looks, wasn't it, guys? We had this great gimmick with our clothes. You didn't have to buy it from anywhere. It wasn't like a Diamante suit or something. You could just make it. Anybody could make those suits, couldn't they? You just got a bit of tartan, put on your jeans, and away you were. You were a Bay City Roller fan. Oh, look, I've got no tartan on.
That's certainly one look there.
Yeah. They're tight, those trousers, weren't they?
Yeah. They were. Because we have all heard of Beatlemania, but at the height of your success, it was Rollermania, was it?
That's right. That was
what sort of pressure did that put a whole bunch of really young kids under? It's
strange. It didn't feel like pressure at the time. It was just fun, just great fun. Didn't feel any pressure at all. It wasn't until like in the later years, you know, when the fame started to decline, and there was, you know, bickering and going on in the group, that's when it became a bit sort of overwhelming pressure.
Well, at the height of it all, in the early days, you were so popular here, and you actually recorded here at Channel 7 Studios in this very studio that we're sitting in now. Yeah. Take a look.
The figures are staggering. You sold 300 million records worldwide. That is phenomenal. But then you quit in 1978. Why?
The pressure of being in the band at that time was all too much for me. I just felt the heavy burden of fame on my shoulders.
Do you keep in contact with the other guys?
I do now, yeah. We had a lot of years we never spoke, but now we exchange emails, family pictures.
And what are you up to now? Women are still throwing themselves at you, obviously.
I'm still doing lots of gigs back in England and Germany, and I'll be here later on in the year with my band.
Well, I think we've got some fans already lining up, so they'll be very keen when you do come back. That'd be great. Les, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it.